Comics. They have a great selection of toys right here. You can see the comic box being pillaged through. So, what are some comics you're selling today? What do you have for the con today?
Yeah, great. We're at Bela Con here up in Mayfair. We're selling really my personal collection from when I was a kid. So a lot of comics from the 80s and 90s, some other stuff as well. A lot of toys, original He-Mans and Transformers, G.I. Joes. All this stuff is mine growing up. So original owner, you know, first time at the con, maybe last time at the con if we sell out. So, and then we got my buddy Keith here. Worked at Toys R Us. He's got a slew of toys. Take a look.
Do you have a website, or do you sell online at all?
No, I'm on Mercari right now, and you know, so I kind of shut that shop down as I have everything here in the meantime. So, but check us out in the future.
Very cool, awesome stuff.
Thanks for coming.
Publishing, a lot of fantastic artwork. They were at the last Bela Con, and they don't disappoint. Look at all this artwork here, getting in gear for horror themes and suspense. We have right here with us Julio. So you enjoy working with Guerra Publishing?
I do. It's cool to work on our own stuff and present different ideas and try to bring different stuff to the masses, so to speak. So, yeah, it's cool.
And you're definitely doing that. We're going to take a look at some of the books and everything. So where are you guys based out of? Are you from the Chicagoland area?
Yeah, we're Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland. Yeah, so that's where our home base is.
And we can even check you out at GuerrillaPublishingGroup.com right over here.
Yep.
All right, Julio, all day at the con. Awesome. All right, we're here with ScoobyDoo Studio. Amazing artwork. You can see the suspense and all the great, beautiful books we have here. So what kind of projects are you working on? What's the latest with the studio?
The two latest would be the Disavowed, which you could say is the easiest way to sum that up is they're saying G.I. Joe meets the boys.
Okay.
It's like it's an over-the-top 1980s task force like nostalgia story.
Oh,
this
wow.
is the nostalgia weaponized.
Yeah, right over here.
Preview edition.
Well, love the
series
action.
coming
It's
out
like
early next year.
great.
By myself with artist Pop Mons. And Club Nephilim, which just came out last week, which is the first ever spin-off series of Mercy Sparks. Mercy is the story of a devil that works for heaven hunting rogue angels.
Oh, that's awesome. A lot of variety, a lot of great artwork. This even reminds me of those 90s action titles, and then you get into the gritty good stuff here. So
a lot of
great.
some high concept sci-fi with the Included and Arc World. Arc World is sort of like sci-fi, fantasy. Just
Wonderful.
Mostly supernatural, sci-fi, action, and
That's great for the Halloween season. Supernatural, sci-fi. That's up my alley right there.
And then the name. Can't really read my name on there.
Okay.
It's
That's quite all right. There it is.
On Instagram, Blaylock Comics.
Yeah, guys, look up Blaylock.
And Josh Blaylock on Twitter. Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, and we're going to definitely look that up.
Cool.
right, guys, we're back with Joey from Slabulous Comics and always these great shiny covers. What is new? What is new in the shop these days?
Beneath the Tree is #1.
Oh, nice. Look at
Special
that.
edition. This is a nominee for an Eisner.
Okay.
This year's Eisner Awards.
Oh, very
Pretty
cool.
cool artist, Patrick Horvath. First book, first published book. And so we got my store exclusive.
That's like a variant one. It reminds me of the throwback cover. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that one.
You
EC
see
comic.
a cord and then a Jamie. Those are hot.
Can
Farrell's hot.
can we look at those on Instagram or your website?
My
We can
website's
order,
SlabulousComics.com.
and you can order a lot of slabs right off the website. Is that right? Oh, definitely check it out. Joey's the man who is right there. Easy to remember. All right, we're here with Cheese and Keys Comics, and this happens to be the last L.B. Cole cover, Dread of the Night. So that's amazing. You just kind of found it in the stacks and looked it up, and it's right there. So what are some good pickups that you've had lately?
Coming across some early 90s random or late 80s randomness.
Oh, nice. Street Fighter, Vampirella. Yeah, there's actually a Leonardo like right in here too. So- Yeah, we got the Leonardo. So what's the latest?
I would just tell you that in the last 6 weeks I've bought 5 collections, and all 12 of these long boxes are filled with never before seen comics in the wild. So I think that's pretty cool. We've got them priced to sell and go from one comic collector to another.
Oh, that's amazing. You also have auctions on Whatnot. Is that true?
Yeah.
What days are those? When can we catch that?
Bi-weekly, Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Everything starts at $3. Keys, Silver Age, Golden Age, and always selling below market.
Oh, very good. No, we should. Now, to find out, we should subscribe to your Instagram to know when they're going to be, right?
Yep, Cheese and Keys.
All right. We love cheese, we love keys, and that's the best combination around.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Thank you very much. This is my friend Richie Rich right here, and he's already made a lot of great pickups. He's been here before, faithful to the Bela Con. And what do you have? You have a
Right here I
Superman?
have a Treasury edition of Superman #2, the movie.
Oh, that looks real nice. Look at the movie stuff. What else do you have? You have
Then I
the
picked
figure.
up
Oh,
the
neat.
Taskmaster.
Now, does that have a comic book inside of it, I think?
Yes,
in the back? Oh, so it has
inside
like
of
a...
it, too.
Oh,
These
this
are
is
toy
great.
bits.
Oh,
These are
very
really cool.
So what do you...
From 2006.
Oh, 2006. I mean, they did a very great reproduction there. All right. So you're going to look around some more? There's a lot to see here.
I've been collecting comic books since the 70s, since I was a little kid, and that's what got me into reading.
Oh, that's amazing. God
I met
bless.
Stan Lee, met Alex Ross.
All those.
I'm a big fan. I'm a true believer.
A true believer.
That's right.
Does that mean you're more Marvel oriented
I
or
love
DC
it all.
or love it
I
all?
love it all.
Oh,
Jack
nice,
Kirby.
nice. Great,
I
great.
collect a lot of Jack Kirby now.
Oh,
I've been doing that for years.
He's the godfather of comics with his work on the Thing, Captain America, the list
Yeah.
goes on. I even like Challengers of the Unknown. They kind of had a short run, but that was a fun book before the Fantastic Four.
Captain Victory.
Oh, Captain Victor. Yeah, that's PC Comics, right?
Pacific Comics.
Right. They had some good, even Neil Adams was even with Pacific Comics.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's great to run into you at the con as always. Happy collecting.
My pleasure.
All right. Excelsior. Stanley would be proud.
Oh yeah.
Here we are with Bela Comics, the maestro and organizer of this ComicCon. I'm doing a voiceover because a fan was nearby and was difficult to hear, but Bela is holding a House of Secret, number 92, from 1971, the first appearance of the Swamp Thing, and a pretty decent condition book. He was telling me about the story of how he purchased a box of comics from a garage find, and he pulled that one out. Amazing. Just a great guy, very passionate about comics, enthusiastic, and we're very happy he did the con. Alright guys, I'm with Mind and Other Comics, and just always great to be here. Look at these comics right in the middle. We have back issues, new issues. So what's new guys? What's happening? What's going on?
We had a busy summer filled with fun, but also picking up comics when we can, what we love. Yeah, we're just selling like our personal collection and collections that we bought. We have a Whatnot auction that we do auctions every so often on.
Very cool.
And then yeah, we're friends of the cons.
So how do we find the Whatnot? Is it on your Instagram? Should we look that up to get the updates, and then we can get into the Whatnot?
I think Instagram is the best bet.
Okay.
That's where we'll have the most updates. But yeah, check us out on Whatnot as well.
Yeah, we have an upcoming Deadpool Wolverine Whatnot show where we pulled every Wolverine Deadpool issue that we have, and we're just going to have a whole theme night.
Yeah, we like to do theme nights.
Yeah, and honestly, our Whatnot shows, you know, you can come by and buy stuff if you want, but we just like to sit around and bullshit about comics.
We talk a lot.
Yeah.
Even if you have a drink in hand, a beer or Coke or whatever,
yeah.
talk
Well,
about.
we kind of realized at some point that we like to sit around and just talk about comics, and we're like, what if we're doing that and also selling stuff at the same time? So just come and hang out.
And other people like that too, of course.
And this guy's an artist.
Yeah, let's take a look at this work here. I love stopping by this booth. We have Chicago Godzilla. Almost looks Japanese, but if you could see right there, it's Chicago right there. KO, knock out all you Mike Tyson fans and fans of Punch Out on the original NES. We got that going. TMNT goodness here. What's this one here? This
was done for the 25th anniversary of Street Fighter, and it's like a circus poster for a doll scene. The fire-breathing elastic man
Love the
from India.
colors on there, even just everything about it. Great guys, good luck, and Mind in the Gutter Comics. Check them out. Check them out, guys. And check this out here, too.
Check us out.
Whoa,
It's a magnet.
Magneto. All right, guys, I'm here with Lavi, the artist in residence, and Bela Con, and she's already busy working on some great stuff. You can see some of the artwork right here, and there's more to be had. So what's new? What are you working on?
So I have a Birthstone series going. So far I have January through September. So right now I'm working on October.
Oh, nice. Let's get a close-up of that. Oh, wow, look at that. I'm playing some instrument, very peaceful, very relaxing. So where do you draw your inspiration? What kind of started you doing some of this work?
So this series in particular comes from the Birthstone, but I also threw a bit of D&D in there because many of you can agree.
Oh, that is so awesome. And they're very cheerful characters, and they also have meaning, so there's a little bit of sentimental value to that as well. So yeah, we can check you out on Instagram, right? As well. Oh, nice. Larry, thank you very much.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Check it out. All right, guys, we're with Ron at Zombie Unicorn Comics, my local LCS, local comic book store. And what's going on? What's new here at Bela Con?
Well, we brought in some books. Obviously, we got some toys, some action figures,
Funko Pop.
some fun stuff like these keychains that we just got into. So you can stop by the shop and also pick these up as well.
Okay.
Definitely check out zombieunicorncomics.com for all the latest events, information. We're going to start putting some more stuff on there. And I just loaded up the entire discount bid section of the website. 50 to 75% off cover price. So definitely check that out. There's about 2,500 books in there.
25. How do you keep them all? But
I don't know, but
Ron and
there's
Rob,
some great
they do
deals
it.
to be had, as well as subscription services and so many other things. We ship everywhere, so definitely check us out.
And that's a good point too, because even wherever you are, you can get your comic books pulled and shipped to your location. Their website is very advanced. They are ahead of the future.
Thank you, appreciate it. But yeah, absolutely, and Leo's one of our favorite customers who comes in. Love the show, by the way. Definitely tell your friends about this show here on YouTube. Check out the channel.
Appreciate that, Ron.
Some great content always, and we always appreciate Leo coming by the store and talking with us.
To have good content and to travel in time. Of course, I had my parking meter and time tokens, but I do need those books. So Ron and Rob at Zombie Unicorn Comics, check them out online because you can have your books shipped to you. And they have a beautiful listing and pictures of the comic books that you'll get. And even a t-shirt too.
We make t-shirts. We're going to come up with some more interesting concepts, and we're going to put those up online.
Yeah, Julio at Guerra Publishing created that as the artist, and a lot of good stuff to be had. Well, thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Leo.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Very
Enjoy
cool.
the show.
Excelsior, fellow time travelers and comic book aficionados. That's what my buddy Rich would say as we visited Bela Con number 3. Plenty of vendors, many comic books, and familiar faces and old friends. Was able to spend some time, and it was a great Saturday morning. Walking in, I greeted a vendor named Mr. E, and he was looking to sell his childhood collection. He had some boxes of toys and also comic books, and that's why I started out with the con. And with some 80s magic, I found this beautiful Sienkiewicz cover, Bill Sienkiewicz that is, and Moon Knight, getting more and more into the series. And this here is from the early 80s, and the cover is great, even the splash page going on there, and just really liking the action of Moon Knight. It offers intrigue and mystery and a sense of justice in the dark. And this cover with the snow right here was a really neat piece to have. Also getting into some more modern Marvels going on here with the popularity of Wolverine, as the Deadpool Wolverine movie is out in theaters now. These happen to be issues number 48 and 49 with Spider-Man. Wouldn't that be a fun crossover if we had Spidey and Wolverine working together, Logan and Peter Parker? Pretty neat. Pick those up, and these are the Marvel Comic Present series in a pretty good condition as well. Always looking to fill in some of my 2099 imprint series. and they found this one right here, and it's a #1 in red, and we have the Hulk and Spidey together here, but this is the 2099 version. Popular in 1993, these were flooding the comic book spinner racks. I was happy to pick one up here, including a giant-sized special Captain Marvel, where she's reborn and has a new look and a new book as well. So didn't have this in the collection, and curious to hear the story, read about it. I'm not too familiar with the Captain Marvel. I think it's the third installation of her character in this book here. Then found some Star comics. If you haven't tuned into my last video about comics that define the 1980s, I tried to find as many books as I can with my time-traveling device, and that also included some Star comics from 1982 and 83, with Royal Roy here, looks to be like Richie Rich, and also Top Dog right over there. Another book, a #1 issue, and another #1 issue of Heathcliff, which I always enjoyed watching with cartoons on TV. So those are some of the 80s pickup from Mr. E's. And then moving on, I saw Slabulous right there with his fabulous comics, always modern, pristine, and hard to find variants. And he told me about this one here, Beneath the Trees. It's looks soft and cuddly on the exterior, but this interesting independent comic is about horror and mystique. And you can even see here, he's trying to find out who's committing crime and murders in the town, and lurking in the windows is right there, the murderer. So really neat. I'm going to read this book. I haven't read it yet. It's called Beneath the Trees. Check out Slabulous website. Joey has a number of books in different variants to check out. I also found a neat variant of the new EC reboot. They have the properties for EC Comics that went defunct in 1955, but we have Cruel Universe, a new wording with some sci-fi, horror, and science suspense. You could even see science right there. This happens to be a flashy, pretty neat gold cover. This is the first issue that just came out. You see entertaining comic right there. I'm curious to see where this series goes. Is the cover art, is it enticing and drawing us in? Is the interior artwork going to be good? And some of the interior artwork is pretty good, and some might be different, but I will let the community be the judge. I know they're already on issue #2. #3 is coming out very soon. Cruel Universe and Slabulous hooked me up with these two modern books. Right next to Joey's booth at Slabulous, I ran into Ben from Cheese and Keys, and he's hooked me up in the past before with some great hard to find books. And he curates and sets aside a number of books, and he has the best value in the Chicagoland area. He's also on Whatnot. He has regular auctions on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you're ever on Instagram, if you're ever on Whatnot, check out Cheese and Keys, one word, and you'll see a number of collections going up for sale and different books within those collections that you can buy and own. And I was happy because I found Happy Days. Always enjoyed the series on TV, watching those reruns with family and hearing the theme music, the Fonz, hitting the old jukebox and bringing it to life. And this comic happens to have some stories in there too. It's a nice little mid-grade 4.0 copy right there. We have Richie Cunningham, mom, dad, played by Bosley in real life. And just, hey, happy to have this. Scooby Doo, Halloween just lurking around the corner. A nice purple cover right there. A haunted house. It happens to be the miniature haunt. So I haven't read it. Maybe it's a miniature haunted house, so it looks like it. Or it can be a big haunted house. So that's a neat pickup so far. Always getting my sci-fi on with DC, some Silver Age right there, with the Strange Adventures and a alien cover. This time the civilization happens to be alien, and it's a flip-flop. because maybe a humanoid being is the intruder. But I always loved these early Strange Adventures, issue number 152. Gonna read that book. Also found 3 books as I'm getting into more 80s books. This is a mini series, and it happens to be The Vision and the Scarlet Witch. And interesting to note, this first book starts out taking place on Halloween, and we have the Vision forced into a new adventure in this trilogy right there. So these covers are great, rich Leonardi artwork inside. More adventures to be had, and a lot of really neat composition going on. This is what I like about the 70s and 80s, was the composition that the artists chose to create their panels and covers, and happy to have Vision and the Scarlet Witch from 1982 and 83. The most exciting and rather fun find with Cheese and Keys was coming across an oversized comic right here, and that's Dread of Night. And it's a horror book. It's in black and white. It was printed in 1991, original printing. And not sure if there are other prints of this book, but it's more of a horror tale. And this is the premiere issue. You can see the artwork inside there. And these big, nice pages. It's fun to flip through without the restraints of the comic. And then you have Frankenstein right there in the middle, centerfold. And also an L.B. Cole cover, known for all these great covers like this one here, that one here, and that one there. L.B. Cole had beautiful colors, vibrant colors, from space themes to just people walking around. Romance and love books were also designed by L.B. Cole, and this happens to be what is considered his final cover. And it's a Tales from the Crypt sort of tale. It looks like his decaying, decomposing zombie body is stepping out of the coffin, ready to haunt you. So Dread of the Night, great pickup. I thank Cheese and Keys for even just pulling it out. He says, hey, I have something for you. I know you like the older books, and he put it right on the comic bin laid out, and we were both like, wow, this is a really neat part of comic history. Cheese and Keys, thank you for that. And also adding to that some Conan book, issue number 12 right here, a Michael Caine Gil Kane cover, Gil Kane right there, and also a number 26 right there. So just some early Conans. I'm a sucker for these on the cheap. I pick them up. And also from 1990, some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle magic with the movie adaptation that came out in theaters with the oversized costumes that were made by Hendrix. So really happy with the pickups that I have made from Cheese and Keys right there, and this whole pile. So all these are from one vendor, and he's the best. And that's what's fun about this con. It's a group of guys interested in comic books, talking, listening, and it was a small, intimate crowd, which you didn't feel like you were rushed to go from one place to the other. And Bela designed and created and put together everything, and he also sold some great books as well, and including this one here, an Avengers book. I always like these versus covers where you have one group versus the other, like Avengers versus X-Men, or a certain squad versus another squad. And this happens to be the Squadron Sinister. And this happens to be issue number 70 right there. And we have the original Avengers, including Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America, which is really neat, Giant Man, and these newcomers right there. So I'm going to read this book. It's in a mid-low grade condition. I liked how Bela put a BC on there, just like DC Comics, so you know that you purchased it from Bela. And I also picked up some raw books that weren't bagged and boarded. There was a stack in the back. It was nice enough to let me rummage through and make a little deal there. And I always liked the Starfire series. a DC book. Have some holes in the collection. Was able to find a nice reader copy there. And a bunch of nice Red Sonia books, including the third reboot right here. Second or third reboot, this cover right there. Look at the lighting and the action between the two ladies right there. This one here, number 3, going strong. And then number 4. So a little run right there, 2, 3, and 4 of Lady Sonia. So that was a neat little find there. I do have issue number 1, but I don't have the middle issues. So really cool. Then we get into the one with Frank Thorne. That preceded the Red Sonia. So here we have 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. So just gonna do some cover slinging right there with Red Sonia. Right there, some nice Frank Thorne artwork on the inside. Issue number 4 right there. Look at the monsters and creatures and snakes. And also number 6 with another enemy on the cover. And number 7 right there. Just a really fun composition. Really nice to see a female hero taking on the reins and the action there. Look at that viper attack, that serpent right there. This is issue number 8 and also number 9. More of a green creature. And moving right along, right next to Bela, was Mind in the Gutter Comics right here with this fun little magnet with Magneto. And was able to pick up a Tales of Suspense book that I didn't have, which was The Origin of the Mandarin. I should say I had a really beat up copy, but this one's actually complete without the cutouts or the Marvel stamp removed. So great guys to talk to, great little collection they have. They also have their own podcast, so be sure to check out Minds in the Gutter Comics. They also do auctions if you're looking to pick up some books. And they're just a lot of fun to hang out with. And I was happy to add a Silver Age book to the collection and purchased it from them, which was fun. And the last item that I picked up from Bela Con number 3 was one that's rare, something you don't see, very uncommon, and just caught my eye. And it's a program from the original Chicago ComicCon from 1993. And it's black and white on the inside, and it really features X-Men and Spawn. And in the 90s, they were the characters to collect and read in comics. And this cover almost looks like it's an Alex Ross cover because of those painted figures, but it actually isn't. I have to find out the artist. I'll caption it if I do. And look at that, Cyclops, Wolverine, all our favorite mutants in this shattered glass look right here in 1993, the 18th annual Chicago Comic-Con. Larry Charrett put together these Comic-Con, just like Bela put together Bela Con, just to bring comic collectors together. He even has Charrett's poster from his store back in the day. And all of the artwork there. It's a John Byrne artwork, if you take a closer look. So Larry Charrett's responsible for putting together the Chicago Comic-Con, and was happy to pick up this souvenir, if you will, of the convention, a book, the program guide. And I'm going to read it over and over just to kind of relive the time there. It's a dual cover. You have this cover that we talked about of X-Men, and you have this one right here. A dark one there too. I don't know this character, but I'm eager to find out. And just some articles and some 90s crazy artwork in the book right there as well. Maybe some Rob Liefeld or Mark Silvestri maybe in here. Well, yeah, actually, we have Cable. So this is the introduction of X-Men, Cable, Spawn in the 90s. So we'll review this one some more. Well, that's a wrap. Those are my pickups. Thank you for tagging along with me there at Bela Con number 3. Thank you to Bela, Cheese and Keys, Lost My Keys, it's another vendor, Mind in the Gutter, Zombie Unicorn Comics, my favorite local comic book store, and many others. Bela Con was a success.